Well, welcome back. We just, in the last presentation, we were going over the layout and work area of Illustrator, and we just had a few things left to finish in this unit. And again, we were working with the art board here of the business card. And one thing I just want to remind you that one of your projects that you will be doing this term will be to create your own logo and business card. And so you kind of want to maybe during the next couple weeks start viewing examples of other business cards as well to get some ideas when we get ready to put that together. So we talked about zooming in and zooming out. One thing too is when you do zoom in, you have the option to use the hand tool, which will allow you to navigate through your artboard here. The other thing you can do is if you're working with another tool, you can hold down your space bar, which will bring you to the hand tool and allow you to temporarily move it as long as you are holding down on the space bar. I use this technique quite often because when I'm zoomed in, oftentimes I want to be using other tools as well. There is also another way to view your artwork in the window panel, and that's called the Navigator panel. And the Navigator panel works like this. As you can see, right now there's a little red line on where the fiber is, okay? And what I can do is I can actually navigate through this panel as well. And as you can see, there's a little hand up there. So this is quite handy too. Some people like to use this. What I find more often than not is rather than going to the Navigator panel, I just hold down my space bar and navigate that way as well. But either one of these methods work. And as you'll find in Illustrator, there's always more than several ways to do similar operations. So I'm just going to go Command 0 and fit this back into the work area, and I just want to show you a couple of things about viewing options. In Illustrator, we have some options to do some different type of viewing of our artwork. So for example, if I just wanted to see the outlines in my artwork, I could click here on outline. And as you can see, it shows me the different art lines in my work, okay? You can't, this isn't editable, but I mean, you can actually get in there and show the different parts. Another view is, we'll go back to preview. You can also go to save different spots. So for example, in this particular document, we saved the email view. And what that does is it actually, we saved a view on the board that contains the email. And you can save different screenshots like this to make it easier for you to navigate as well. Again, Command 0 will fit the artwork back in. You have overprint preview, and this will show you if there are any colors that are overprinting each other to help you with printer output as well. You can also view pixel preview, and this is what it would actually look like if this was rasterized, okay? And basically rasterization is like in a Photoshop software. And as you can see, the type and everything looks much clearer when it's reduced. And that's the unfortunate thing about raster images is because it's pixel based. When I zoom in, you can actually, now you can start seeing the different pixels. And they're little squares, and each square contains the details of color to make up this graphic design. So we'll go back to Command, and just to get out of that view, you can just click on Pixel Preview, and it will take you out of that view as well. So we went through navigation. So The other thing here, we will talk about arranging multiple documents. So currently I have a business card file open, and I also have the lesson 1 number 2 file open as well. And basically I can do several things. I can even change the tabs around. I can also go into Windows and go into works, or not workspace, arrange, and I can say, okay, I want to tile these as well. And as you can see now, I've got a free floating panel here, but I've got this panel over here as well, so I can actually view these 2 artboards at the same time. You click in, whatever you click on, whichever artboard will make that particular artboard active. And again, I could go ahead and go Command 0 to fit all of these, clicking on the document to fit them all so I can see the entire artwork available to me. With the documents tiled now, I can also change the arrangement of these windows. Again, as I told you, you can move the tabs as well, or you can click on the Arrange Documents button up here in the top panel, and I can actually ask it to make different arrangements such as you see here. So if I click on the first one, it consolidates it all, and then again you see I have my 2 tabs up here on the top. And if I click here, I can have them vertical, or I can also go horizontal as well. And as you can see now, if I click here and zoom in here, you can see now that you got some other artwork that's appearing in this horizontal view as well. And if I click down here and go Command 0 again, I can fit all the artwork in the correct view. So anyways, finding resources for using Illustrator, this would be in the cloud version, and we will go over that later, but you can certainly, if you do need any resources and help, if you go to this menu here, you are going to have access to the internet, but you can just type in whatever assistance you need right here, and it will connect with Adobe and hopefully answer your questions as needed. So now we're going to go on to lesson 2.